Good morning everyone and welcome to another Disney vlog. I'm off to Epcot today, which is my favourite park, as you know. I have a reservation at San Angel Inn later for kind of like between lunch and dinner, which I'm really excited for. I'm going to try and do Guardians today. I did miss the 7 AM opening for the virtual line, so I'm going to try again at 1, and if that doesn't work I probably will pay for a lightning lane because I just love that attraction so much. Today's outfit, this is a playsuit that my mum made, and I have these ears from Ears Ever After, so I will link them in the description. I think I completely forgot to mention my outfit yesterday, the red dress that I had. I will link that below as well. That was from Boohoo. I got lots of comments about that on Instagram. I love that dress. Okay, it's time to link the Magic Band. So I charged it last night. This is the USB charger it comes with. That's what it looks like. It just kind of clips into there. And I'm just going into my Disney experience and linking to account. And at the top here it says Magic Bands. So you can open your camera. Okay, I just needed some better lighting to do that, and I needed 2 hands, so I just had to go by the window to scan the QR code that's on the back of the band, and then it's immediately opened up and you can see that this is the band I have, and it's asking me to assign this Magic Band Plus to guests, and now it's giving me the pairing instructions. To power on, press and quickly release the button on the back of the band. Once powered on, hold the button down for 3 seconds and release. The band will vibrate and pulse blue. Okay, let's try that. So press and quickly release. Once powered on, hold down for 3 seconds and release. Oh, there we go, we're blue. Pairing request, I want to pair. Now it says pairing complete and there's an update, so I need to download that. Oh, and we can see the rainbow colours. That's why I got this one. She said it lights up rainbow, which I love. It says this can take up to 3 minutes. Please keep your band close to your phone during this time, so don't obviously walk off with it or anything. And when you actually go into the Magic Band, you can see how full your battery is, so that's useful, but they did say to try and charge it every night. If it needs updating, you can do that in here as well, and it says light up theme, change colour. Let's see what that does. Oh, and we've got the special theme Mickey Mouse, which is the rainbowy one, so you can have it just like one colour, but I'm definitely going to keep it as that. And that's it, so it's ready to go. Okay, I have arrived, and the good thing about Uber at Epcot, they drop you off basically at the same place as the buses, so it's nice and easy to then just walk through into the park. And I think today I'm going to go to the World Showcase first. Normally I would do some stuff in Future World first, but I think whatever time I do Guardians is definitely going to be later in the day. And here we are, favourite park definitely. I love Epcot so much. I'm going to take a couple of photos. I don't think I'll wait in line for the photo pass ones because there's quite long lines. I'll just take some myself real quick. And on our way to the World Showcase, I'm just going to head into this store, which is Pin Traders. I can see some Epcot 40th merch in here. I do absolutely love this cookie jar. I always look at this, but I don't even know how I would get that home. And this is the Spirit jersey. I really like it, but it's white, and that is not really my thing. So I'm not sure. I love the rainbow colour on it. If this was black, I would be instantly buying this, but I'm not sure. I'm going to think about it. It says celebrating 40 years of imagination. And this is the Loungefly, which is $85. Again, I do like that. I'm not completely obsessed. I actually kind of like the wallet a little bit better. I really like the kind of iridescent look on the zip. So yeah, if I was going to buy either of those, it would be the wallet, I think. And the wallet is $50. And they do have a big Magic Band Plus display in here. They have this Food and Wine Festival one with Remy, and this one with the Electrical Light Parade. I didn't see that one yesterday in Magic Kingdom. And there's a 40-minute wait for Nemo, which is kind of high for that attraction, so I'm definitely not going to do that right now. And I am missing all of the flower and garden decor. I do love that time of year. It's my absolute favourite, where they always have the topiaries and stuff. I always kind of feel that absence when I'm walking around and they don't have it. And we're just entering World Showcase and the festival, of course, at the moment, the Food and Wine Festival, so we'll definitely check some of that out this trip. And this Starbucks location is now closed. Now that the Connections Cafe is open, which has a big Starbucks, they've closed that small location there. And I was just thinking to myself that I definitely need coffee and I need some breakfast, I was trying to decide what to have because I do want something somewhat breakfasty, but I don't know. I had a little look online and they did have a reservation for the creperie in France, so I'm going to go and have a coffee and a crepe for kind of, I guess, brunch. It's not even really breakfast anymore, so brunch we'll call it. So I'm excited for that. I love the crepes there. You definitely can pick up dining reservations really last minute sometimes if you just check the app. As you can see, it's quite busy here in Epcot, but still I was able to get that with no problem for about 20 minutes from now. One place I've never eaten in Epcot is Rose and Crown. I've been into the pub, but I haven't actually eaten in the restaurant. I really should try it sometime, but I guess because I'm from the UK, I always think there are other places that I would rather go to. Just to show you the menu, they have salad, Scotch egg, obviously classic, bangers and mash, fish and chips, which I would say are two very, very British dishes. Then they have a savoury impossible hot pot, so that is vegan or at least vegetarian, I would say. They also have a shepherd's pie, and then desserts they have sticky toffee pudding and a plant-based vanilla gelato. So it's not a huge menu, but it definitely has a lot of UK classics on it. But you can just go into the pub for a drink if you don't necessarily want to eat in the restaurant. Let me just step in so you can see. So this is what it looks like, and it is pretty true to a traditional English pub. I love the view across to France from this bridge, and you've got the Skyliner there. And although it's busy here today, it's fairly easy to walk around. I've definitely seen it crazier than this before. And I have a little bit of time before my reservation, so let's do a little bit of shop browsing. They currently have this lavender range. They have like a dress and a top and things like that. And they have some ears that go with this as well, which are not France Pavilion ears, I don't think. They have the macaron ears, which I think are their kind of official pavilion ears. And they have this spirit jersey again. I am kind of tempted by this one, but like I say, it's just the fact that it's purple, and I do already have a couple of different purple ones. And in this store you can often find some Disneyland Paris items. So they have the 30th year of Disneyland Paris at the moment. They have a throw there and a mug. It's very tiny though, you wouldn't get a lot of coffee in there. And they have these special ears as well. And these are $29.99, which is the regular price. These are actually really nice, I do like those. And let's head into Le Vin de France. My French is terrible, that is probably not how that's supposed to sound at all. And they do have some nice artwork here of the France Pavilion, that's really nice. And that's $35. I really like that. And they have a bar set up here as well, so you can actually get yourself a glass of champagne. And they have a champagne flight as well. And this is where you'll find all of the Ratatouille merchandise, like the little cars you can get. So you pull these back and they kind of drive around, which is cute, like the ride. This kid's shirt is very, very cute. I love that. And they do have some Marie items as well. This throw is very nice. It's very soft. And if you want to fully get into the spirit, they do have a Remy chef outfit here, complete with chef hat. And if you look at this on the side, you can kind of see him in there. And these are currently $25, down from $39.99. And it looks like the Ratatouille attraction is currently 80-minute wait time. One thing I do want to do on this trip is ride some of the attractions that are usually very busy in the standby line, but try and do it at the beginning or the end of the day, just to see if you can get onto these attractions with not too much of a wait. Because 80 minutes right in the middle of the day, I definitely wouldn't want to do that. I do love what they've done with this expansion though. This area looks amazing. And right now, let's head in for coffee and a crepe at La Creperie. I am seated, and definitely I'm going to go for one of the dessert crepes. So I did end up going for the pear one, which I always do. I just love it so much. And I have my coffee there. So this is a perfect thing to have. Like I say, it's more brunch. It's definitely closer to lunchtime than breakfast. So I'm all done with my crepe. That was really, really good. And just outside here, they do have the Remy merchandise here as well. Maybe not everything that they have in the store, but they certainly have some of the items. And while I was in there, it's now around midday. The line for Ratatouille has gone up to 95 minutes from 80. So definitely that's going to be one to try and do in standby, probably more towards the beginning or the end of the day for sure. I was just looking at the weather app, and it's kind of cloudy today, and it does say that it may rain, but probably later on. So this afternoon, this evening. I do have my umbrella, so it's all good if it does, but I think it's actually been quite dry here for the last couple of weeks, so they're probably due a shower or two, I think. And let's check out these festival booths as we're going past. So this one is Brazil. So here they have, I'm never going to be able to say that, feijoada, which is black beans with crispy pork belly, Brazil nut pesto, and Ben's original long grain white rice, and also Brazilian cheese bread, which I have had before, and that was quite nice. And back here, just to the side of the Morocco Pavilion, is the Belgian booth. And I always live in hope that the Morocco Pavilion Pavilion may have reopened some of its stores. Nothing had reopened when I was here in June. They still just had the sangria bar back here. So let's go see if anything has reopened. And whenever I'm in the little bit that I talk about the good air conditioning, it is here on the left-hand side of the fountain. It's called Race Against the Sun, is the current exhibition they have in there, but there's really good air conditioning and a little bench in there, just in case you get overheated and tired on your World Showcase touring. This pavilion really is so beautiful. It's amazing, I love it. It's not looking hopeful because if there was anything here, I think this door would be open. Nope, we still have a sangria bar. That's a shame. Yeah, one day maybe this will come back because this was such a great area to have all the merchandise. And they had some really unique stuff. There also used to be merchandise in this location as well. It's got very high ceilings. And back here is Restaurant Marrakesh, which I believe is still closed and is currently being used as some kind of lounge. Let me just tell you what it is as we go past. It is the Florida Blue Medicare Lounge, if that means anything to anybody. There are some quite nice tables and chairs and stuff back here, and this is a really nice place to come to get away from it all. If you're finding the crowds a little bit much and you just want some quiet time, they've got some benches back here, little table. This would be a really nice quiet place to come. And another good place to sit is here in the Fez House section of the Morocco Pavilion. A nice little fountain there and a couple of benches, so definitely Morocco good for a break, that is for sure, especially at the moment because there's not a lot back here, so it doesn't get very busy. But they do have the Kid Cot stop through here. And they do still have a few items of merchandise in the souk here next to Spice Row table, so let's go and take a look what they have. And they do have some really nice Aladdin items in here, or Jasmine items I should say. Including those ears that we saw in Disneyland, and also this bag that I really liked. I love the colour of this, and I love the handle as well. I don't know if you can see it there. It's really, really nice. That is $98 though, that's kind of pricey. And they do just have a few items here. This is the kind of stuff you used to be able to get in the bigger stores back there. So hopefully they'll get more stuff like this and reopen them at some point, because it really was quite a good place to look around. And then we have the Greece booth here. Let's just see what they have. I didn't manage to show you what they have in Belgium, I apologise, but I couldn't quite get to the board, so I'll show you that next time. But here in Greece, they have a, I can never say this, spanakopita, I think. Then they have griddled cheese with pistachios and honey, and a lamb gyro. I won't mention all the beverages, all of them, because some of them have a lot, but those are the main things that they have. And they have some Food and Wine Festival merch here. They have a specific pair of ears, which are very nice. They're $29.99. I do like the colour of those, the navy blue. They have a hat as well, if that's more your thing, and that is also $29.99. These trays are really good. They've had these for years and years and years, so you can get this to put your cup in and also your little snack that you get from the booth to carry it around. It just makes it a bit easier, and they are $9.99. And they do have a Spirit jersey as well. Food brings the world together. It's $79.99, and that's what it looks like at the front. Again, I do have a couple of navy blue ones already though, so I'm kind of looking for maybe a different coloured Spirit jersey this time. And they do have the annual pass holder Food and Wine Festival 2022 pin. So I think I'm going to get this because I do collect the pins from any events that I'm at or any of the festivals. Okay, pins secured. I'm glad I picked that up because it's the kind of thing, if I don't get it there and then, I'll think to myself I should get that later on, and then I forget. Let's see what they have here in Japan. Sadly no frushi, that is only for Flower and Garden Festival. They have a teriyaki chicken bun and takoyaki, which is octopus. Ooh, not sure about that. And also spicy salmon donburi. No trip to the World Showcase would be complete without a little mooch, or a moo shiro I should say, around. That's because I just bumped into Gary and Adam actually. They are just heading home today and I just saw them. We've got to have a good look around Mitsukoshi department store. It's one of my favourite stores here in the World Showcase. I do feel taunted by this every time I see it. It's like a phone case thing with like little spaces for your cards, but it also holds your AirPods, but it doesn't fit my phone. It's a little tiny bit too small. Maybe I should try it again just in case. I even tried taking the case off the phone and it still doesn't quite fit, so that is a bummer, but never mind. And they have these if you want to be stared at from your sofa by giant Animal Crossing characters. I really love this. I look at it every time I come. I think it's a pillow. Like, it really does look like you're supposed to kind of lay on that. I don't know. Are you? Is it a pillow? I'm not sure, but I do like it. It's very, very cute. And this section back here where you used to be able to get your own pearl, that is still not operational, but they have replaced it with the creepy egg guy. Guitama, I think that's how you pronounce it, the lazy egg. I do really love this shirt as well with the like pink blossom. That's really nice. It's $24.95. Kind of tempted by that. And again, with a lot of the World Showcase pavilions, a lot of the merchandise is kind of sparse at the moment. The stuff that they may have supply chain issues with. So like we were saying in Morocco, they don't have anything at all. But some of the other stores, they're still kind of waiting for things to get up to speed again since the pandemic, I think, because a lot of these places don't have as much stuff as they used to. I really, really love this tea set. I absolutely love the colour. And I always like the one that they give you in Tepanedo for the green tea. And this is basically a set of 4 cups with the teapot, and I think it comes on this little wooden tray as well. It's $39.95, which is not too bad at all, but I just think that this is going to be way too big for me to get home, and it's very breakable, and I just don't have the luggage space. I didn't bring my cabin case with me, so I might have to try and save this for another time. Hopefully it'll be here when I come back next time. And if you love Pocky Sticks, they have definitely got you covered here. They have every single flavour. They have almond crush, cookies and cream, chocolate banana, matcha green tea, strawberry. I wonder if now might be the time to try the kakigori, the shaved ice. I've never had this before. I think I'm going to do it. I've been meaning to try this for years. So I went for the rainbow shaved ice. This was $6.50 and it has, I think, cherry, strawberry, tangerine, melon and blue raspberry. If it's all the flavours, I don't know. Maybe it's just some of them, but it looks good anyway. So let's try this. Okay, the ice is kind of crumbly, so you have to be careful that you don't lose it off the spoon. And that is really nice. The ice is kind of crunchier than a regular slushy type of thing, so it's actually like more refreshing, if that makes sense. Really, really nice. And definitely taste the melon was the primary flavour that I could taste. And I also got myself a water. Very important to hydrate when it's hot. Oh, this is the first time I've seen one of Kate's friends this trip. Okay, that was actually really, really good. I can't believe I've never had that before, because that shaved ice stand has been there, I think, as long as I've been coming to Disney. And if you're walking around and it's a very, very hot day, that would be the absolute perfect thing to have. You could definitely share it though, it was really big. And I think my mouth is now a weird colour, bright red. I think the only colour that wasn't in the rainbow one was the blue. I don't think there was any blue in there. Anyway, let's go into the Disney art store and see what they have in here. So this is in the America Pavilion, and they have some really good art in here. Look at that tiara, that's amazing. Thomas Kincaid is one of my absolute favourites. This Pirates one is incredible. Everything I ever see of his is amazing. Look at the Pinocchio one at the top there. Love that. There he is. I see him every time. I really, really want to get this. I just need to figure out a way to get it home. Like I said, I didn't bring my cabin case even, so even if it was boxed up properly, I just don't have space for it, and there's no way I would put that in checked luggage, but I absolutely love it. I'm actually going to ask if they do annual pass discount on this, because if they do, it's currently 30%, so that would definitely be the time to get it. I think I'm going to ask. Okay, I did a thing. I do feel like that was kind of an extravagant purchase. However, the amount of years I've been wanting this figurine, and the fact that it's 30% off, you very, very rarely get that with annual pass. That's just a promotion they have at the moment for another 3 days, so I had to do it. I had to do it. This is my birthday trip. It's my birthday a week today, so this is my birthday present to myself. I am so happy, as you can probably tell. I'm very excited by this. I'm just going to put it into a carrier bag and carry it onto the plane, because I don't have any proper carry-on luggage. I just have a small backpack, so yeah, I'll just put it in a bag and take it on with me as my carry-on. But I'm very, very excited to have this figurine finally. I love Mr. Toad so much. One thing that this might do though, it is quite large, is hinder me going on some of the rides later. Thinking about when you go on, like I can do Living with the Land and stuff like that, but some of the rides, this is going to be difficult having this huge box, so I may or may not do those rides later. I'll be back here loads of times throughout this trip, so it's fine. I haven't seen these ears before. These are very beautiful, and I don't know if these are the official ones for like the Italy Pavilion. They have all the matching outfit stuff as well. They've got like a shirt there and a skirt. And we have arrived in Germany. Again, this is another place that does have a store over here that is closed. Hopefully at some stage that will reopen. But this pavilion is awesome. I love coming back here. And in here you can get yourself some Herman the German candy, and also some Haribo Gold Bears wearing party hats. Are they wearing party hats, or are there hats in there? I can't really tell. Oh, I think just the blue ones are wearing hats maybe. Even though the caramel store is like at the other end of this area, it wafts all the way through. I can already smell it. It smells so good. And they have Mickey and Minnie in their little outfits. Look at Mickey in this, I love that. And they have one of the, I think these are called Stife bears. and this is a 50th anniversary one. He is $350. That is kind of pricey. And the Werther's store is not actually too rammed today. It can be very busy in here. It's kind of a bummer since they changed the layout in here. You can't really see what they have in the cabinet without getting in line. There is a cast member here with a little menu though, so you can see what they have before you get in line. I can highly recommend getting something from here. Everything I've ever had has been really good. And Snow White is back here doing a meet and greet. Lots of people wanting to meet Snow today. And they have the booth here, which is the fromage montage. I will be completely honest with you, I love cheese, but that does not smell good at all. It's really stinky cheese. Oh, moving on. Just so you know what you can get here though, it's the raclette cheese. So you get like various different things with it. So it looks like one comes with potatoes and a baguette and ham. Then you've got one that has just the baguette, and also one that has poached pears, wine braised figs, candied pecans, honey and cranberry toast. And here we have the India booth. They have crispy paneer cheese, potato and pea samosa, and chicken tikka masala. I have noticed on a lot of these boards they do have the Disney dining plan symbol, which is kind of strange because Disney dining plan has been gone for a while, and presumably these menus are not the same every single year, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. Hopefully the dining plan will be back at some point, but it is a little confusing why they're on these menus. I don't know, unless this is the exact same menu from the previous year or something. And I'm just going to wander past the China Pavilion for today because it's good to have some to look at next time I come, and it's also coming up time for my San Angel Inn reservation. I do actually have a little bit more time than I thought, so I've come here into the Norway Pavilion. Frozen is currently at 95-minute standby, so that's kind of high even for that ride, I would say. But we're going to go into the fjording and have a look at the merchandise. Always have to say hi to the troll while we're here as well. And if you're looking for Elsa and Anna dresses and things like that, this is also where you will find all of that here in Epcot. And they have some Norway Viking ears, which I don't think we've seen before. These are $29.99. I love how the mannequin modelling the Helly Hansen clothing is also repping the very expensive dog shampoo, the Voff Voff Voff. And I don't often go in here, so let's head into the Gods of the Vikings. And this is the Stave Church Gallery. This big tree in the middle, the carvings on. And back here, as well as restrooms, they have the Wandering Reindeer, which is another store we'll just go in. And just beyond that, which I'll show you in a second, is where you meet Anna and Elsa. Unless I am completely imagining it, I thought this used to be a store, and it is not. It appears to just be a room. I have no idea what's going on here. Maybe this is where you exit after you've met Anna and Elsa? Let me know in the comments, did that used to be a store, or have I just completely invented that in my mind? But I'm certain they used to have Frozen merchandise in there. Maybe they've just moved it to that other store so they don't need that space anymore. And just over here is where you meet Anna and Elsa, and the wait time is currently 45 minutes for that. If you ever get the chance to stop and hear the musicians here in Mexico, definitely do that. They're so good. Hopefully we'll catch that another time on this trip. Right now, let's head into my favourite pavilion of all, the Mexico Pavilion. Looks like Donald has got quite a crowd back here as well. There he is, meeting and greeting. And it looks like they do have a reservation check-in here for San Angel Inn. So this cast member is also checking people in. I'm not quite ready yet, so I will either come back if this is the only place to check in, or I'll go to the podium inside. So 11:15, 12, 12:45, 1:30, 3, 3:45 and 4:30. So not so much at the very beginning or the very end of the day, but kind of in the middle. And I'll definitely be visiting the Grand Fiesta Tour before I go for my dinner, because Mr. Toad can easily ride that. Oops, I have come in the wrong side. You would think I know which side is the entrance by now. The air conditioning in here is always the best. I was just thinking about how I can't see. This is why. I'm going to have a little sit by this fountain for a while. It's a very nice little spot for a sit down, and the Kid Cot stop, if anyone's looking for that, is right over here, just by the fountain. There seems to be a sudden lull and it's gone a little bit quiet, so I'm going to jump onto the Grand Fiesta Tour while there's not too many people around. Even if you see a big line for this, don't trust it, it's going to be ages. It's normally like 10 minutes. It's just because it's got a small queuing area. First thing I've noticed, they've finally taken down the plexiglass screens. They were up for ages and now they've gone. boats bump each other as well, because that used to be a bit of a surprise all of a sudden, but that doesn't seem to be happening anymore. Okay, it's almost time for me to check in, so I'm just gonna have a little browse at the merchandise before I check in. Love these figurines that they have. Look at this one. I love that. And the one on the end as well. I like this shirt too. That is $24.99. It's so retro that they have these type of cameras you can buy. I feel like I'm going to get this for Gary C. He will completely understand why. And they have these super cute mugs, Abuela and Abuelo. I believe that is Grandma and Grandpa, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. So I'm all checked in and I've requested a water table as always. I love doing that because it's really nice sitting there watching the boats go by. You do have to wait a little bit, but I don't mind that. So I'm just sat here in the waiting area and hopefully they said it won't be too long. Okay, I am seated and I actually got my favourite table in the entire restaurant, which is right here at the end. And we have a QR code for the menu, which is quite common nowadays in the Disney restaurant. So I've just turned a light on so you can see what I'm eating here. So I've got some queso and salsa and some chips and a pink lemonade and some water, and I'm going to get the enchiladas, which is my favourite thing here, but the chips that you get are just the best. They're so nice. It is honestly just such a nice peaceful experience in this restaurant. I really like it, especially having one of these water tables towards the edge. It's just even more relaxing. I absolutely love it. I can highly recommend this. Okay, here is my enchilada. You really can't see that, so I'm just going to see if I can get some light on. There you go, you can kind of see it now. So it has like crispy onion on top. It's really delicious. I absolutely love this. It has plantains on the side. So I'm just heading back towards Future World, and they actually have a location here, Brewing. So I thought we'd walk through here just to see what that's all about. They have had this as a quick service location before. And to the left here, you can see that the Epcot Preview Centre has gone. So this is actually a really, really big area. It's hard to see, the lighting isn't the best. On the menu here, as I was saying, they have wings. They have peanut sauce and grape gel, sticky wings, wow, that sounds interesting. Garlic parmesan, traditional buffalo, crispy Brussels sprouts with buffalo sauce, sriracha lime wings, and dry rubbed jerk spiced wings. And then they also have beer. And my dinner at San Angel Inn was so good, as always. It's always amazing there. I should mention though that the chips and salsa is no longer complimentary. So they used to give you that kind of instead of bread, I guess, but now you actually do have to pay for those. They're really good, so I don't mind paying for them, but I thought I would just mention that. If they ask if you want chips and salsa, it is chargeable. And as part of the Food and Wine Festival, they have the fry basket back here. And here you can get adobo yucca fries and also a fry flight with sea salt and vinegar fries, barbecue bacon fries, and sweet potato casserole fries. That sounds amazing. I think next time I come, I'm definitely going to have to get that. And I did manage to get into the virtual standby line for Guardians, but one thing I didn't consider really is this. Let's go and see what they say anyway. I'm assuming it's too big for me to ride like with this, but I don't know. Okay, she said that Mr. Toad will fit on the floor between my legs, so this really is going to be Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. I'm so glad I'm still going to be able to ride. I absolutely love this attraction. And they have something here saying to have this attraction's photo automatically linked, to scan the data cube, to check your mobile device settings. Okay, I'm all done with the ride and I know what the song was. It was September, so I actually recognised it for once. I'm just going through Connections Cafe. I'm just going to use the restroom, get a Starbucks, and then probably go and see if I can ride Spaceship Earth. Mr. Toad survived, you'll be pleased to know, on the ride. I did have to kind of keep my bag on to one side, but it was all good. I loved it as always. Okay, let's go and see about Spaceship Earth. Hopefully the line isn't too long at this point in the day. It usually isn't. And this is what I like to see. This is why I tend to leave this until a bit later in the day. Barely any line at all. It's pretty much a walk on. Oh, I love the smell in here so much.
New York welcomes 1956 Olympic hero Jeff Jones.
And in 1969, through somewhere down.
Hey, Ron Berlin. A quarter all steps to man.
Look at Spaceship Earth. Looking amazing. And I'll just take a look in the other store on the opposite side, Gateway Gift. This is opposite the pin store that we went in this morning. And it looks like, have we seen these ears before? These are Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway ears. How cute. Look at the little bird in the middle. I love that. They're $34.99. And if you've forgotten your sunscreen and stuff, you can get that in here too. And here's this bag again that we saw at the Contemporary. I do really like that. Do I hear Illuminations music out here? I definitely do. Love that. perfect exit for us coming out of Epcot. It's way later than I expected it to be when I got to this part of the park. As you can see, it is now completely dark, so I'm going to come back and do the rest in a few days' time. And if you're getting an Uber home from the park, which I am today, you have the Joffrey's coffee stand here, have the monorail on one side, and then I need to go down here. Hey everyone, so I'm now back in the room. My Uber from Epcot cost $17.98 I think today, so less than $20 should be possible. Sometimes it's more with the surge pricing, so like I said, you can look out for that and maybe just keep refreshing it, and it does change quite often if you're there at a busy time, or maybe just try not to leave at a busy time would be another option. I had such a great day today just wandering the World Showcase. I loved buying my Mr. Toad figurine. I'm so glad I've got it finally, and I'm really glad I bought it in Epcot, which is my favourite park as well, and he got to ride Guardians, which was awesome. I loved doing that. I always love riding that ride. It's one of my favourites now at Disney World. It's absolutely brilliant. As for the Magic Band Plus, I didn't notice anything today that was different than using regular Magic Band. So when I tapped in to go into the park, it didn't light up or do anything. I didn't go up to any of the statues today where you can kind of wave at the statue and it makes sounds. I didn't actually spot any, or perhaps I did walk past them and I didn't see them, but I didn't try that feature out. Some people have said when they've been on certain rides, Guardians of the Galaxy being one of them, the band has interacted in some way or flashed or something at the exit. Mine did not do that. I didn't notice anything. So next time I go to the parks, I will definitely try out the interactivity with the statues. And when I'm in Hollywood Studios, you do have the Batuu Bounty Hunters challenge that you can do as well. So we will kind of test out the band a little bit more throughout this trip. When there are fireworks shows, it's supposed to interact with that as well. It was so lovely meeting so many of you guys today. When I'm on a solo trip, it is so difficult for me to remember everybody's name. When I've got Kate or Becky or Lisa with me, they're really good at remembering everybody and writing people's names down. I very much struggle with that when I'm by myself. So I just wanted to say hello to everybody who I spoke to today. You guys are always lovely. Thank you so much for coming over and saying hi. Tomorrow I'm going to be having a shopping day, but I'm going to be going to various places. I'm going to go to Target, the outlets, to go to the character warehouse. I'm actually going to put that vlog up over on my other channel, Victoria in Detail, because that's not so much focused on the parks. I know a lot of you guys are really here for the theme park stuff, so if anyone's interested in that vlog, it's probably already up actually over on my other channel, so I will link that below. If you're not already subscribed, be sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon to make sure that you don't miss any notifications when I upload a video. A huge thank you to you all, as always, for liking, commenting, subscribing, everything that you do to support me and to support the channel. I really do appreciate you all so much. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. This is how gambling works, but now Catherine needs to get Minnie, so she's having another go. I don't think you can actually buy those either. I've not seen them.
My netball skills from like year 7.